Hello YouTube! Welcome to Valdez Reviews. I'm Brian, this is Martin.
I'm Martin. So, this review is going to be a review of Kickstarter this week. You may have noticed that from the title, which probably sounds something similar to what I just said. So we're going to be looking at what has come out this week, so within the past 7 days on Kickstarter. It might be funded. I think there's only one this week that may already be funded, but by the time this video posts, you never know. It might all be funded. So, the first topic we have here is art category.
The Bacon Museum.
That's right, there is a bacon museum. Or rather, there might be if these guys get funded. The theory is they need $299,999 by May 7th. Bacon's awesome. They should have a museum. I did a quick Google. They don't have one yet. That's disappointing.
Yeah, this needs to happen.
So this should happen. I mean, it's in the U.S. I forget where. Connecticut. I think it was Connecticut.
That's a good location.
Yeah.
They have work there.
The only fallback on this one, it's kind of questionable, could be a gag post, not entirely sure. Seems legit, but I couldn't find any personal connection between a love of bacon and the creator, so possibly just a profiteer.
We're looking at you, Reddit.
Reddit can save this. Reddit can make this happen.
Yeah.
There are bacon lovers out there. Next category up.
Comics.
Comics. What do we got in comics?
Newman.
So this guy is making a comic about Newman, or Newman, to be determined. $2,500 is their goal, April 3rd. They are fully funded, so why are we even caring?
Well, you know what? Maybe there's some stretch goals.
There are a few. There's always a few.
There's always a few.
So, they needed the $2,500. They got the $2,500. These guys are looking for $15K, and this guy's gonna quit his job and do this full time. That's why we picked this one. That's passion. Dance category. Yes, we picked The Masquerade Mythic 2015.
Tell me, what is the Masquerade Mythic? What is that?
It's a formal masquerade ball. Apparently they still have those.
That sounds awesome.
Maybe they will again. Not sure. Never been to one, but why not? So you dress all formal and you take a mask that follows the theme. The theme here is mythology. So dress up like your favorite mythology persona. These guys need $15,000 by April 4th or something.
Yep.
And they need this money in order to set up the Masquerade Mythic 2015 for 2015. But they need the money in April. It takes a long time to plan.
And it would, because it's a very prestigious event.
Yes.
Design.
Design. The Better Vent Project. Completely unlike the title says, it's actually a better vent.
You don't say.
Yes. So this is a laundry vent that's been designed. I like this one mostly because it solves the problem of having to run giant tubes to reach an outdoor vent. This is an indoor vent. It looks like a box with an air filter, but if you believe the video, it's been 4 years in development, so it's a little more complicated than that, I think. He needs $12,000 by April 6th.
So go, help him out if you got a dryer.
Yes, or you'll be using a lesser vent.
Fashion.
Fashion.
Shieldo.
Shieldo is needing £9,600 by April 14th. I like this one. It's not just fashion. It's clothes that repel mosquitoes.
That is something I could get on board with.
It's true. It's not actually going to repel. They describe it as repelling, and then they quickly tell you that it's not repelling anything. What it does is if a mosquito lands on it and tries to bite through it, it is literally poisoned. So it doesn't work out too well for them.
That is very spiteful. It is vengeance, you could say. I love it.
Vengeance clothing. Now there's a name.
Film and video.
Film and video. We've got one about Hopi. Hopi? I really need to look up the pronunciation. It's a documentary about those people. The Hopi.
The Hopi.
I hope it's the Hopi. The Hopi?
We're both wrong, probably.
Chances are. It is a documentary. They need $6,000 by April 6th. So these guys went in, they did a brief look around. You can check out that video on their Kickstarter page. They're looking to go back, do something more in-depth. It's about this group of Native American Indians somewhere in the States in an undisclosed location. To find out the secret location, click their Kickstarter. They'll tell you. It's right there. So yeah, they're essentially a people that's slowly losing their heritage and kind of getting forced off their land by the sounds of it, that kind of thing. So, terrible. Let's film it. Alright, so the next category is food.
Delicious. In this case, it is the Apothecary Bitters. Not food, actually. It is...
Better.
No, it's not even a drink, but you put it in your drink.
Excellent.
They're looking for $4,500 by April 5th, and it is, well, bitters. Add them to your cocktail of choice, and gives it that extra something. They're focusing on varieties of flavors, whereas traditional bitters only focus on one flavor, and comes in a cool little bottle with a little eyedropper so that you can add it at your convenience and store it at your convenience.
So I don't use bitters, but that's like Kool-Aid for adults.
Yeah, I would like to try some.
That's interesting.
Excellent.
You can send us samples.
Yeah,
We'll take
accept samples.
We like samples.
Yes.
Next category, games. It says Proven Lands.
Proven Lands.
Tell me about it.
It's a very ambitious project requiring £299,000 by April 12th, or they'll blow up the US. I mean, they have a procedurally generated sandbox game that has a science fiction sort of feel to it, and a AI storyteller. So not only is the world different every time you play it, but the story changes as well.
Next up, we have music.
Music. The ghost ship Octavius. to
These
be
guys
more
were
precisely. Yes. Go to their Kickstarter right now and watch their video.
It's worth doing. You can pause this one. We're fine. We'll wait.
Yeah. Awesome, right?
Yes.
$15,000 by April 21st. Hey, they deserve it, or at very least deserve to make music videos. Because I want one of those little bikes that he rides at the very beginning of the video.
We'll take one of those too.
Yes. Let's go. Promote them. Good music. Metal.
Yeah, a little bit heavy,
It's perfect.
but the good kind.
Stab you.
How about photography? What's going on out there these days?
Miniscapes. A talented photographer is creating miniature landscapes using things that you find around the house and photographing them and blowing everyone's minds because they look far too good to be mountains of flour and cornstarch.
And bonsai trees.
Bonsai.
I saw a bonsai tree in one of those.
He only needs $335, so he's pretty much already funded, assuming.
He's selling himself short.
Yes.
Because it's awesome.
He's making 12 different landscapes, 3 of which are already done and to be previewed on the Kickstarter page. And you can get them from small little cards to way big. And it would be a very interesting conversation.
This is a good example of a project I'd like to see hit like 1,000% funding.
It would be very interesting.
Just to pass, you know, what, 3,400? That's quite doable.
Yep.
With your help.
Publishing. Pattern play, a Zentangle creativity workout.
Sure.
Needs $5,000 by March 28th.
So what's a Zentangle?
Apparently it's a little pattern that you draw on something about the size of a napkin that does not require any sort of artistic talent.
I could do it.
If you can draw a stick figure, they suggest you can be able to do it. And it's supposed to be very relaxing, sort of meditation type drawing system.
How about technology? What's going on there?
A awfully named but cool idea, the adjustable fuel charger and speaker.
Gotcha.
They could have gave it a name, but they went for what it actually is.
Nice description.
That doesn't consume fuel, but it has a battery in it. It's a little articulating arm with a battery attached to it for holding up your tablet. They need $30,000 by April 20th, and it could be handy, and they're pretty inexpensive too, so...
Well, for us, it's Kickstarter.
Yeah.
You never know.
Could be you could miss out.
Very true. Final category, coming right up, theater.
Michael the Rebel, otherwise known as German Macbeth.
Did you make that up, or did they say that?
I made that up.
That's very nice.
$5,000 for April 7th, based on a German story of revolution and revenge. Looks
So like a German Macbeth.
it's pretty much just like what I said.
That's
It's exactly what I said. But
very succinct.
I enjoy Macbeth and I enjoy German culture, so I think a mixture of the two themes could be very interesting.
If you're gonna have a beer and watch it play, it should be this one.
I agree.
Awesome.
So that's it. That's all the categories for this week's.
That is this week. We'll be back next week.
Same time, same place.
Well, we'll film at the same time. Who knows when it'll release?
That's unfortunate.
That's true.
Yeah. We could launch our own Kickstarter.
We could Kickstarter the Kickstarter review.
We could kickstart the Kickstarter reviews.
We're gonna talk about that later. Hopefully all of them. We picked them for that reason.
We have good taste.
We do.
Trust us.
That's why we do this.
Give us your credit card numbers.
That's staying in. That is so staying in.